Ah, at last you've reached Outskirt, that rough-hewn frontier town clinging stubbornly to the edge of the Misty Vale. I've watched your every faltering step, many of them perilous, as when that blasted headless wight, Rothgar Wolfsbane, the so-called robber knight, snatched poor HughMann away in his spectral grasp. I saw you struggle, Broche reaching out desperately, Gallio loosing arrows in vain, and Bramsey casting spells with flair. But the cursed knight vanished, taking HughMann with him into the darkness. Your friend is gone for now, and the burden of that loss hangs heavy on your souls. Choosing caution after such a grim encounter, you wisely decided not to linger among those haunted ruins and pushed onward toward the relative safety of Outskirt. A 6-hour hike along an old imperial road, its stones cracked but still echoing the weight of empire, brought you to the town's sturdy wooden palisades. There, your first stop was the Frontier Vale Trading Company, where you met Lelth, an elf both beautiful and inscrutable. She listened as you recounted the tale of stranded halflings needing aid and confirmed your eyes had not deceived you. That ancient stone tower atop the town's central hill was indeed once a temple dedicated to Emperor Eladane himself. The temple's shadow still stretches long over Outskirt, a silent testament to an age of fire and dragons. Your passage through town was watched carefully. Hardy, the gatehouse guard captain, with his stern gaze and measured suspicion, demanded your names and purpose before opening the way inward. At his direction, you made your way to the Three Stags Tavern, a sprawling, lively inn that serves as Outskirt's beating heart. Inside, the tavern thrummed with life. Vanhild, the no-nonsense proprietor, kept a steady hand on the chaos, while Annabella, the bright-eyed serving woman, flitted among tables. You spotted the dour and imposing lady knight, Alphelia, clad in armor polished to a radiant gleam. Beconce Fowles, the bard, filled the room with haunting lute melodies, her stories hanging heavy with secrets and sorrow. After the free drink and the purchased meal, you all retired to your luxury room on the second floor, but not before Bramsey had a hot bath. The next morning, you made your way to the common room for breakfast. Gallio, curious about the frequent stern glances from the lady knight, went over to her and struck up a conversation. It was here that tensions simmered like a cauldron. Gallio's conversation with Alphelia quickly turned to heated words upon the revelation that he bore the sacred armor of Sir Valdris, your grim trophy from the desecrated crypt. The knight's honor demanded reckoning, her morning star drawn in fury, but Vagnhild's firm voice calmed the storm, ordering the dispute outside. Alphelia vowed she would await Gallio beyond the tavern walls, and whispers spread among the patrons of the angry knight who would not be ignored. Meanwhile, Vagnhild mentioned that Emrys, the dragon knight who first hired you at the Great Oak Tavern, had passed through Outskirt shortly before your arrival, mysteriously departing after a private meeting with Alphelia. The threads of your past entangle tightly here, in this town steeped in old loyalties and new dangers. So you rest, knowing the road ahead is shadowed by both lost friends and looming challenges. The temple atop the hill watches silently, a relic of my brother's empire, and a reminder that even in this forgotten corner, the legacy of dragons and knights still governs fate. I will be watching, ever curious to see how your story unfolds amid Outskirt's secrets and storms. The game is far from over,